The gentleman, excuse me, the gentleman from Minnesota.
Mr. Speaker, I'd like to speak on the amendment.
Yes, that's why you were recognized.
Well, I would just encourage, we had a little discussion, I'd encourage my colleagues to support this amendment, just to ensure that we really do truly have the strongest oversight of these TARP funds. And I was certainly not a member when the initial TARP provisions were passed just last fall, but I can tell you that I think it's important for us to ensure that we have taxpayer confidence out there. Certainly, as I hear from my district, they want to know how these funds have been spent and that the decisions that are being made to distribute the funds are done in the most appropriate manner without secrecy and knowing how the funds are dispersed. And while I think I can say I'm certainly new around here and $700 billion can flow out the door very quickly, it is a lot of money. And $350 billion is a lot of money. And I think sometimes when it's easy to look at when the numbers get that large, we tend to ignore the details. But I think in terms of being a good steward of the taxpayer dollars, this amendment really does provide some common sense. And, you know, that's the long-term planning, I think, more than anything, that is going to be important for the key to the recovery for the financial crisis that we're in right now. And really, to be successful, we must have a very clear directive as to how that TARP money is being used. And it's my hope that we can then formalize and execute an exit strategy to end the government intervention in the private sector to really ensure that the taxpayers are paid back for the full amount that they've put in, plus any interest. And so I commend the gentlelady for offering the amendment. And
will the gentleman yield the balance of his time?
I would yield.
Thank you. Let me say